We have two Bible spelling words that are going to help us see this today, help us gain this perspective about how important it is for the Lord to be with us. Our first Bible spelling word is the word goal. What is this thing that we set each day? What is this notion of goal? Well, goal is defined by Webster as meaning something that you are trying to do or achieve. And how often do you try to do or achieve something just so that you can connect the dots in your own life? How often do you try to do or achieve something? Every day. So you see, this notion of goal is a fundamental part of your life. It's a fundamental part of everybody's life. Our second definition for goal is the point at which a race or a journey is to end. That can be the same thing as true of some people who choose to want to graduate from high school in 13 or 14 years instead of graduating in 12 years. They think it's funny to stay back a year or two. Don't take it seriously. The point at which a journey is to end is what you're setting your goals toward to ensure that you achieve that goal, and you achieve that goal in time. There's another word that's used for this word goal that you are familiar with. It's our third definition for this word goal, and it's the word purpose. You've heard that word used before, but whenever you hear that word used, whether it's in the classroom, whether it's in a book or subject, whether it gives the description of a class, it has a purpose. Whether it is a company, they say they have a purpose. Whether it's, this word is used quite extensively, but it means, it's another definition for the word goal. Our second and final Bible spelling word for the study is the word succeed. Succeed is defined by Webster as meaning to attain a desired object or end. Our second definition for the word succeed is to do what you are trying to do. And our third and final definition for the word succeed is to achieve the correct or desired result. To achieve the correct or desired result. That's really a critical distinction to underscore. Because if you have a goal and you achieve something else other than your goal, you might not have that satisfaction that you're looking for because you did not achieve the goal. So that's why that definition is important, to achieve the correct or the desired result. So when we understand these two definitions, we see that they really play an important role in us obtaining or how we achieve success in life every day. Goals and success is a part of our life. And the quality of life a person is living is going to be based on how they feel about their ability to achieve their goals and success in life for any given day. I'm going to share with you two Bible memory verses. The first Bible memory verse comes out of the book of Genesis, the 28th chapter, verse 15, and it reads, "And behold, I am with thee, and will keep thee in all places whither thou goest, and will bring thee again into this land. For I will not leave thee until I have done that which I have spoken to thee of." And our second Bible memory verse comes out of the book of Isaiah, the 41st chapter. Turn there with me, please. Our Bible memory verse comes out of the 10th verse, and it reads, "Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy God. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee Yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Our Bible verses for this study comes out of the book of Genesis, the 28th chapter, verse 15, and Isaiah, the 41st chapter, verse 10. Both of these Bible memory verses are messages from the Lord at different points in time in Bible history, but it's the same message to his children. And the message to his children is a very profound message about what God will do for those who have established a relationship with him, for those who have established and maintained this personal relationship with the Lord. He said here in these scriptures, if we would choose to be with him, the Lord then doesn't want us to be afraid. Notice in that 10th verse, the first words are fear thou not. Why is that the case? It's what will people be afraid of? Typically what causes people to fear is when an unexpected result happens in their life that they had not anticipated. Something unplanned happens, and that raises an iota of fear, of the uncertainty, because the fear makes a person not understand how they're going to get to the goal when this unexpected thing occurs. So the Lord wants us not to be afraid of the unexpected situation, to recognize that being in this world and achieving, desiring to achieve goals and to succeed, that you will encounter unexpected situations. And those unexpected situations can derail a person's thought about whether or not they can achieve a certain goal. I'm reminded of a movie that I believe Will Smith was involved in, and it was about a man who desired to have a better life for his family and his son and his wife, and his plans were derailed, the pursuit of happiness. But even with his plans being derailed, those unexpected situations, even so much so one time he was on his way to somewhere and he got hit. He was actually in an accident. He crossed the street and got hit and he lost his shoe. That unexpected situation, mentally, depending on the who you're relying on, what information you're relying on, what knowledge you're relying on, can deter you from thinking that it is possible for you to succeed. What we have to understand is that these unexpected situations do happen. When you set your goals for trying to achieve, an unexpected situation could happen. So what the Lord is saying, if it does happen, do not fear. If you are faced with an unexpected situation, do not fear. Do not let that situation grip you and cause you to think that it is impossible for you to achieve your desired result. One other key point these Bible memory verses help us understand is that the Lord is with us. Even when fear and distress caused by something unexpected happens. See, although that unexpected situation comes into your life, someone who does not have a relationship with the Lord won't think about the Lord. What they will think about is those who they do have relationships with. And that's why people who are a part of God's chosen generation of children, those chosen generations of children uniquely will think about the Lord. When fear and distress that's caused by something unexpected happens, and a certain level of fear will come into play because it's the unknown, and a certain level of distress will come into play when a situation happens. But because of having a relationship with the Lord, because of establishing and maintaining a personal relationship with the Lord that you do, the level of fear and the level of distress caused by the unexpected situation can be diminished quickly because of you having that relationship with the Lord and knowing that the Lord is the one that owns everything. The Lord is the one that will enable you to succeed. So another key point that these Bible memory verses is trying to bring out for us is that the Lord will keep or guide us even though it looks impossible. When unexpected situations happen while you are trying to achieve your goal, it looks impossible for you to get to that finish line. It looks impossible for you to complete that goal. It looks impossible for you to obtain the success that you desire. It looks, with God, it looks impossible. With man, it is impossible. And so the Lord wants us to understand that he will keep us and he will guide us even though the situation looks impossible. He will protect us wherever we go. And that's important to understand, that although you encounter a stumbling block, although you encounter this unexpected situation that's slowing you down from getting to your goal, the Lord is trying to get us to understand is that he is going to protect us and going to protect our ground. He's going to protect us and keep us from having to fall back. He's going to keep us. He's going to sustain us. And he will guide us. That's why he gave us, because of Jesus Christ, he gave us the Holy Spirit. He gave us that Spirit that comforter, so that comforter can speak to us. So when we acknowledge our relationship with the Lord and we maintain it, that comforter is what speaks to us to help console us. That's what a comforter does. That's what another word for the comforter is, an advisor. Another word for an advisor is a mentor. Another word for a mentor is a coach. All of these terms, or another word for a mentor is a counselor. All these terms are terms that are used to describe what the Holy Spirit is. But when that is necessary is when we encounter these unexpected situations as we are trying to achieve our goals. Didn't expect that to happen, and it looks like, oh my goodness, with all these things happening, I'll never be able to get to the goal. That's what the enemy wants people to do, to give up on the goals and believe that all of the unexpected situations are the things that are going to prevent you from getting to the goal. The Lord is giving us our consultation. The Lord is helping us to understand that He's got our back because we have a relationship individually with him. And no matter what it looks like, the Lord can change that circumstance. He will direct us. These Bible memory verses tell us that the Lord will direct us into a new land. The Bible speaks about for the children of Israel, into a new land. But I want you to think about it in terms of your day. The Lord can direct us into a new place. The Lord can direct us into a new situation that we've never been in before. The Lord can direct us to that and will direct us to that. And another point that is a common point between these Bible memory verses, that the Lord will not leave us. See, mankind, when mankind doesn't have any more time, mankind will leave you, and you will be left with your unexpected situation, your unresolved matters, with your unattained goals on your own. What the Lord is saying in these Bible memory verses is that he will not leave his children who have chosen to establish and maintain a personal relationship with him. He will not leave them. And that he will cause us to do what we want to do where we go. He's going to cause us to succeed. He's going to cause us to get there. He's going to show us a path to get there, just like he's doing the children of Israel in these verses. But what you need when you encounter these unexpected situations is strength. Because they can like somebody knocking the air out of you, the wind out of you. They can take some wind out of your sails. psychologically, it can take some wind out of your sails, make you think, you know what, this ain't even worth it. It can take, these unexpected situations can take psychologically your interest and your motivation. That's why the Lord is promising his children in these Bible memory verses that he will give them and us strength and courage to focus us so that we can do what needs to be done to achieve. Because there's something that we got to do in order to get past this thing. There's something we got to do. The Lord will focus us so that we can achieve that thing. And last but not least, the Lord will help us. He is helping us, causing us to be righteous, causing us to be respected, causing us to be favored by mankind. He will cause those things to happen as he knocks down these unexpected situations. I'm reminded of Brother Joseph. We're not turning there today. And how that the Lord, although he encountered unexpected situations, even being sold and even being thrown in the prison, wrongfully accused, the Lord helped him. The Lord caused him to be saw as righteous, caused him to be respected, caused him to be favored of Egypt, of the leader of Egypt, and all of the people in Egypt. Caused Joseph to obtain that favor of man. The Lord does the same thing for us. He causes us. He works behind the scenes to cause us. And see, when you have God with you, that's the value. God works behind the scenes and makes things work out for your good. Even when they don't work out for people that you know, they might not work out. It may not work out for people that maybe you may know people that are trying to do the very same thing you're doing, and somehow your situation seems to work out. You need to know that is the hand of God with you. It's not by accident. Because the Lord knows that we all encounter unexpected situations in our life. The key is how to respond. And this is where having God in our corner, having the Lord with us, matters. Go over to Joshua, the first chapter. I want to share this story with you. Let me have a reader at verse 1.
Now after the death of Moses, the servant of the Lord, it came to pass, and the Lord spake unto Joshua, the son of Nun, Moses ministered, saying, Moses, my servant, is dead. Now therefore arise, go over this Jordan, thou and all this people, and unto the land which I do give to them, even to the people of the children of Israel.
Okay, so Bible scholars, on one level, we know that at this point in time in Bible history, the children of Israel were in captivity in Egypt. Now that they are out of captivity in Egypt, and they have been being led by Moses like a shepherd leading flock. They have been led by Moses and his appointed leaders in the wilderness. And now they've come to a certain point where another situation, an unexpected situation occurred. What is this unexpected situation that has occurred?
Moses died.
Moses died. What goal did the children of Israel have after they left Egypt? What goal was on the mind of the people? They first, after they were leaving, what goal did they feel that it was ending? They were achieving. What goal? Well, didn't they want to be free?
Yes.
They wanted to be free, didn't they? So that was the goal, wasn't it? So if you have been there 10 years, that was for that day to come. That's a goal that's been achieved. So when you leave Egypt, that goal has been achieved. Then what must you do now?
No, you try to reach the next goal.
Say it loud so everybody can
Make another one.
You got to make another goal. If your goal, you were in Egypt for 10 years, and one of your goals that you got up every day was hoping that you were going to one day be free, when that day comes, what you going to do? What you going to do the next day? Because life, you're still living, aren't you? So that what you got to do is to make what? Another goal. Why? Because you're still living. So the people in the children of Israel had to make what? New goals, didn't they? So their goal was to get to this land flowing with milk and honey. This land so that they could have this life that God had promised them. This life, it wasn't a life of being poor, a life of not having, a life of struggling. It was a life that was supposed to be prosperous for them. So they set their sights on this next goal of getting to this place, this land, this promised land that the Lord promised them that they would have. They set their sights on that. So as they were walking out of Egypt, they began to set their sights on this promised land, that this goal, and the way the Bible classifies this promise, it was a land flowing with milk and honey is the way that it was spoken of. A land of prosperity, which means that the people who were in bondage, life would be better. This is the goal that they were seeking.
Oh, praise be to God, from whom all blessings flow. It is our prayer at Clay Family Ministries that your life has been increased with the increase of God through this study. We appreciate and are thankful for your fellowship during this life skills study segment.